Welcome back to another episode of Hytale, everybody. Last time we didn't do any exploration. I got a little bit too engrossed in building and I looked at the video time and it was already getting close to the end, so we pretty much need to knock out some of those upgrades that we were talking about last time. We're spending a decent amount of time in the desert. We're looking for thorium and basically any cool structures that they got in here. And we're also going to be setting up a couple of teleporters because it's about that time. Especially since if I'm going to be... come on. I am so bad at this. All right, well, we're going to be setting up some teleporters, and I need to get to zone 2, 3, and 4. Super easy and quick. So that's the plan today. Oh, and of course, we have a fancy new build at home that I can't wait to show you guys. Cutting down a tree on the beach, and it gets us coconuts. It doesn't give us any kind of like real wood, just coconuts. That's totally going to be used for a recipe somewhere. Sometime. Oh, nice. I don't even have to chop down the whole tree. Oh, what the heck is that? Hold up. A tortoise? Okay. He doesn't like the water, apparently. And what the heck is that? Oh, man of war. I feel like that's probably dangerous. There were only 2 structures in the first biome of zone number 2. So let's go ahead and push past into the next biome, the Badlands. It is a really pretty biome, and now I know where I'm gonna come to get like clay and red sand and other types of sand. The Badlands didn't last long because now we're in the Desolate Basin. I wonder what's different about this sandy biome compared to the last sandy biome. Ha, check it out. Just a little oasis right on the edge of the desert. Chilling, eating, with my little hot tub. Alright, so this is the first like real structure that we've worked up on the desert. And looks like there's some bones coming out of the side. I like it. I like the design. This is pretty slick. And I wonder if I can take the bone blocks or if they just like break into bones. Ooh, okay. New block acquired. Instead of heading in the front door, let's try to just climb up the side of the building and see what these guys do. I wonder if he's even gonna see me. Oh no, this is an easy game. He's done for. Ain't no hiding away from me, buddy. Oh, what is it? Skeletal Ranger? Okay. Working my way around this fort, trying to get to that guy in the center. Well, it looks like they're alerted to my presence, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. I've got at least 3, 4 guys on me now, and oh, wow. The mage is a pushover. He only needs 1 more hit and he's done. Okay. This is actually gonna work out really well for me. Wonder if I can get down a little bit closer. It doesn't look like anyone's trying to get on the 2nd floor yet. There we go. That's really what I needed. The Archmage. Okay. Now I feel safe killing him. Oh man, he went down like a sack of potatoes. And then last one. Should I get him with the Q? Oh no, there's 2. I think I'm gonna have to drop down for this guy. Trick shot maybe? Oh, dang, he was behind the pillar. I totally could have got a trick shot. That was actually pretty fun. There was a whole bunch of like room to run around and fight these guys for, and I'm glad that there was more than like 5 or 6 of them, because when there's only like 2 or 3, that makes it kind of just like wandering on a random mob. But let's check out the spoils of our war here. And it's cool that they put a bouncy mushroom down here so that way you can get back up when you're done. Whoa, I was so happy. I thought that was going to be a magic staff. It's just a stupid copper mace. I guess I'll take the crystal with me too. So everything was conquered in this location. I wonder. It's a couple of bouncy mushrooms. One of these places really needs to have like a couple of key locations for bouncy mushrooms so that we can bounce all over the place. All right, I think I have to do that now. But something that those skeletons dropped happened to be this crossbow, and I'm super curious to see how it works. Ooh, the range on it blows. Oh my goodness. Finally. And it only does 10. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be a crossbow kind of guy. Maybe we'll have to get a little bit closer and see how it does with every single one of the bolts hitting them. But that wasn't very impressive. Structure number 2 in the desert is going to be this temple, it looks like. That's actually pretty cool. I am totally going to steal these. And now it's got me thinking, how do I craft with gold? There's gold slabs, gold pillars. Does that mean there's gold bricks? Does that mean there's... Ooh, I'm so excited. Okay, so the temple is essentially hollow with a giant hole in the center. Just one building. This hole takes up the entirety of it. And I guess we're gonna go down it to see what the hubbub is. I'm hoping that this continues down like it's an actual structure, because I could just go mining anywhere, but I would like to see what's on the surface first. There's a couple enemies down here, and it's a gigantic cave. Some of these sandy places look, built up more than just a normal little cave, but some of them really don't. It doesn't look like it goes too far. So, we'll have to see how this cave goes. But I'm gonna steal that gold, of course, and a couple of potions too. Caving update number 1, snakes everywhere. Caving update number 2, we found a crocodile. Well, aside from having, let's say, a finished basement, I don't really think that temple had anything to do with that cave that was underneath it. It was just kind of a cave underneath it. So we went ahead and caved for a good little while and got ourselves some ores, but now we need to do some more exploring and really need to realize that I don't have infinite pickaxes and these things break so gosh dang quick. But hey, we might as well terrorize the locals while we're here. Ah, nice, there we go. Got him straight through the crack and he's down. Who's next? One of these fools up in the front. Nicely done. Only takes 3, and here's 1, 2. Goodbye, sir. Man, these guys are so bad at their job that I could just come in here and clear the whole village. We will have to get out of here pretty soon because we're down to a stone pickaxe, and that doesn't help a lot. But I'm super curious what this structure is over here. It's a giant brown spot on the map, and ooh, no. That sounds gross. Well, I've made myself to the central column, I guess. I don't know what else you would call it. A mound in the center? Oh no, it is literally a termite mound in the center of the desert. Ugh, speedy little bastard. Alright, I made myself a little staircase down here just so that way I don't get trapped and I know where the center is. But it looks like... Oh, okay. But everything's kind of already dying down here. And I think it's because of all of these plants. That's hilarious. They're literally killing themselves on all of the spikes. Wait a minute, maybe I shouldn't be doing them a favor. Yeah, I really shouldn't. Now they're after me. At some points, all I have to do is turn around and there's already another Scarak. I feel like this is where a mob farm actually should go. Man, this place down here is so crazy ominous. They've got cocoons, these little egg sacs all over the walls, and the egg sacs can absolutely hatch if you don't pay attention to them. Oh, and I can take some with me apparently. I'm totally gonna be hatching those never. But honestly, I gotta know what the heck all of this glowing purple is. Ah. Oh, okay. Inventory full yet again. I don't need you. Get out of here. Purple crystals. We have yet to see the depths of the void magic, I'm gonna guess. We've got one more layer to go down, and with all of the health bars in a corner there, it feels like it's gonna be the most dangerous layer. They literally have bees with wings down here. What the heck? I thought it was just the creepy crawlies. There's a couple of them. Get out of my face. Thank you. It's time for me to channel my inner Dale Gribble. Oh my goodness, look at all of these bugs. And that one in the back is terrifying. No, that's not scenery. Those big blue beady eyes, that's a boss. It's gotta be a boss. It looks like no matter how much I kill, there's always another one right after it. I think they can just spawn these one after another, so I'm gonna have to get in there. I can't just like keep waiting for them, because man, is this a whole bunch. But health looking great right now though. I don't even see a health bar on it. And I mean, with just one of these things in our face, we can kind of take in the scenery for just a minute. Yeah, they multiply quick. Okay, come on. Let's see. All right, I guess you just attack the belly. And yes, they do just spawn directly out of its belly. And is it dead? Wow. Did I ever discover it? That's kind of crazy, though. Like, it didn't fight back at all. No special moves. I feel like there should have been a half health response. You know, stuff like that. But maybe it wasn't ever actually meant to be a boss. Yeah, whatever. Is the golden statue down here? That's the real reason I wanted to come down here, is the golden statue. You know, I gotta say, very anticlimactic. Oh, no golden statue. Nothing really like a massive amount of ore. I mean, this might actually be the most beneficial reason to come to this place, and it's just right on the surface. Oh my goodness. These look so special. I know they're for something. But yeah, unless you need chitlin or chitin, whatever it's called, then you really don't need to come to this place. Something in the distance. I don't think I've seen this one before. It's like a specter? What kind of... Okay, it doesn't have a lot of health, and it's yeah, it's literally a void specter. Okay, nice. Called it. Whoa, this looks like it's important. Definitely gonna need as many of those as I can possibly get. Oh, I thought he was gonna charge me. Is this the same thing? I should probably take it just in case. All right, well, I've pretty much exhausted all of my resources in this area, and I don't think I should... Ooh. Okay, zone number 4 is over here. Wait. Is that a tree? Is that the tree? I heard that you need to search like 12,000 blocks just to be able to find a golden wood tree, but like... There's only one tree that grows in zone 4 unless it's a dead tree. Ooh, man. Me doing my research might have actually just paid off, because that is going to be the final tier for our farmer's workbench upgrade? I don't 100% know, but it's going to be the next one, that's for sure. I really hope this game doesn't have sharks or whales or something that'll eat me, especially since this torch is probably like a big beacon that says, "Come eat me." Wow. Crystalline depths. I'm gonna assume that that's the ocean, not the 4th zone, because we haven't even made it there yet, and wow, is it crazy dark now. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I think Whoa. It's dark if you don't have a freaking torch out. And I really wish I could show you guys that I need to have a torch out, but I'm building with blocks to get up this gigantic freaking mountain. Okay, I made it to the top, which looks like pitch blackness. Oh my gosh, dude. How's anyone supposed to adventure around here? And I'm not even on the continent, I'm just on the rocks. Okay, we need to get over here, and that is 100% a tree. Now that I'm closer and zoomed in, that is 100% a tree. Looks like there's a fort over there. I don't see anything else interesting besides that one. So let's go. This place is terrifying. I basically can't even see anywhere in front of my face unless I put a torch down. All right, as long as we have this little golden map marker to guide our way to the golden wood tree. Cinder wastes. Okay. You're allowed to interrupt me as long as you give me good information. But Goldenwood Tree, here we come. And you know I'm gonna leave a trail of torches the entire way here. Not only do I need to... Thank you? No. Oh, man, come on, dude. I need to come back with an actual appropriate pickaxe because I've been running on fumes with mine. And we made it. This beautiful survivor in the middle of Zone 4. And I'm sorry, but it's time to cut you down. Oh my goodness. This is... Yes, it is Goldenwood. It's Goldenwood. All right, you're coming with me, honey. Let's go. And down she falls. I bet this tree's literally been growing for like 100 years just to be this like perseverance in this type of environment. And we stole it. And I feel like we have to at least try at least one of these guys. Ooh, okay. He's about as tanky as the Emerald Golem, but his hits don't hit anywhere near as hard. He can block though, so that's kind of a pain in the butt. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like these guys do need to be a little bit more difficult for what they are, because I should be like panicking right now being in Zone 4 when I only have like Zone 2. I mean, shoot, Zone 1.5 armor. Well, it is about time to head on home. We've got a full inventory and we made serious strides. But I know I'm going to be coming back to this Zone 4 because it looks awesome. And there's still one of those like temples or fortresses that we need to take down too. Oh, thank goodness. Walking up on one of these is such a relief. Not because it's an ancient temple, but because it's my ancient temple, Emerald Farm. Let's go ahead and do our due diligence here. We're gonna get at least 100 emeralds by the time we're done with this series, I guarantee it. Man, this is like the car ride home after a long trip. Just looking at the very familiar scenery off in the background. Heading home. Oh, that is crazy. My head is on backwards. Oh no. Oh no. It's terrifying. Home sweet home. And we've got a whole bunch of animals taking up our space. Every time I go outside, I grab another animal and bring it in here. But they're kind of getting in the way, so I think we might have to do something about that. But for the amount of pickaxes that we had, we got like 2.5 stacks of thorium, 2.5 stacks of iron, and a little bit of gold. Well, I'm pretty sure the gold probably came from chests, but still, not a bad haul. Looking through our recipes here, we've got one very important tool to craft, and that's our Enchanter's Workbench. Put it down right around here, I guess, so hopefully it can still connect to the chests. And we need a 0 kelp and a 0 logs, and I know just where to find them. And we might as well do our chores while we're out here, and it could never hurt to get a little bit more essence of life, because I'm pretty sure we're gonna need some for these crafting recipes. Now that we've got that giant farm over there full of pumpkins, this starter farm over here feels kinda lame, and I wanna get rid of it. Now it's starting to look like a bit of an eyesore. Along with the golden wood, we're also gonna need a whole bunch of potatoes and onions to upgrade the next level of our farmer's workbench. Luckily for me, pretty much right next to our base is this blue forest here. The Azure Woods, I might call it. I don't really know what it's called. But honestly, it's so easy to get Azure logs for us here. It's just a quick little trip over, and I'm sure that same kelp probably grows here. And since it's kelp, it's probably in the water as soon as I find some. I don't necessarily see any kelp in this one, but I see a bunch of these crystals, and of course I'm gonna help myself. Here we go. There it is. That's gotta be it. Yup. Okay, nice. And this is kind of like a river instead of a pond, so it kind of makes sense that maybe the kelp is in the rivers instead of the ponds. So let's go down this river and see how much kelp we can find. Okay, pretty much checking every little bit of water that I can find. There's 3 in this one, and that's actually crazy. 4. Oh my gosh. 4, 5, 6. That is the most kelp that I have ever seen in one little body of water. Well, it's probably time to get on out of here. We chopped down a whole bunch of trees, and every single one of those ponds, we got 16 azure kelp. So I think we're pretty much set up for about 10 teleporters. I think it takes 1, maybe 2. Super curious about what we have left in zone 1 because I have just stumbled upon another forgotten temple. That's crazy. How many of these can we find? And if we can find like 3 or 4 more, then I think we need to set up like maybe a teleport network so that way we can get all of these guys to fight for like an emerald farm. That would be kind of cool. Yep, another one that has trees just sticking out of the front of it. All right, buddy. You know what we gotta do. Come here. Fighting in the dark is a little bit intimidating for this type of guy. But I didn't know he was an absolute chump. And it feels like I need to get on back because as usual, I have an incredibly full inventory, but there's just this one giant tree in the distance that I've been meaning to check out. Yeah, this one right here. And I feel like this is it. This is the Quebec village. I finally found one. They're so far away from our home, it's ridiculous. Like if I zoom out all the way, you're not even gonna see anywhere close to where our home is. But that's a giant azure field. I might have to chop that one down. Well, let's go ahead and take a look around and see what these guys got. It's supposed to be super peaceful unless you hit them, which is nice. But also, I've seen like 5 starter guides that have said, come rob the Quebec village because they have a bunch of food. And well, let's see. Ooh, meat pie, Caesar salad. Definitely gonna have to come back for some of these recipes. This is definitely a cute little area. It's got a whole bunch of like, you know, good vibes, but clutter. And we're using chicken coops for rabbits, apparently. Well, it looks like you can enter the giant tree in the center. Of course, I'm gonna take the azure logs. Good interior, very like earthy, very homey. And I'm gonna need to either steal those statues or find a way to make them on my own. Okay, this is bright, very lifelike. I love it. Not bad interiors. I'm gonna have to give them some good props here. And we got a balcony that leads over to the other big tree. These guys really know how to do it. And all the way up here, this has got to be like the lookout. There's a whole bunch of them up here too, so this is definitely the lookout. How do you climb this? Oh, the stairs, duh. Okay, it leads to... Okay, nice. There's a chest and a table, but this would probably be a pretty good place to eat your lunch if I'm not gonna, you know, criticize too bad. If you're not scared of heights, at least. I'll give the Quebec builders 7 out of 10. Oh my god, dude. Another ancient temple. It's getting closer to the cold areas, so that's kind of cool. If only this was an ancient temple in the cold area, then it might be an icy golem. And yet another reason that we needed the azure logs was to upgrade our armorer's workbench. And now we can finally look fancy in all that green. But I feel like the first thing that does need an upgrade is going to be our weapons. We haven't had our daggers break on us just yet, and let's hope that that holds through for the thorium too. Getting rid of the bow as well, and this is going to be a full weapons upgrade. I don't want to replace the axe because, shoot, those almost never run out. Well, we went ahead and made ourselves a couple of teleporters, and I feel like the best place to put a teleporter is probably right in here. I don't know if it's going to be on ground level forever. Maybe they'll put them up in the tops so that way you can see the portal like pulsing in the light. But this is portal number 1. What do we call it? Definitely not that. Yeah, home. I'm unoriginal. And we're really gonna need to find a good place to put this portal here. I don't want it to just be like in the middle of the like plains, you know? It'd be super boring every time we come through the portal. So I was thinking, last time we found this little ferric fox or fennec fox people, and I really want to see if I could just set up shop here. They're scared to death of me, but, you know, I've never let that stop me before. And of course, night came at the most opportune times. But let's go ahead and get this portal down in the middle of this little fennec fox encampment and head on home. Zone 2. Yep, the most creative name you can think of. And let's head on out of here. I really want to see if it works. And yeah, let's get some light in here. That probably should have been the first thing we did. Oh, what? There's just a... Yeah, okay, yeah. We really should have got some light in here because there's a giant rock in here for no reason. What the heck? That's gonna go. And there we go. Now that giant rock is out of the way, that thing was huge. And that was also a perfect example of ADHD because we were supposed to be heading home. But let's finally do it. Ooh, that's like seamless. And that goes to zone 2. Ooh, it looks good. Nice. This is really cool. Get a couple more torches in. Yep. We're gonna have to put one of these in every zone. We got 2 more teleporters on our belt, and I've been meaning to head over to this area right over here. I'm really scared to actually explore it because I started this as soon as Hytale came out. So that means dinosaurs weren't included in Zone 4 when this likely was generated. So I'm super curious to see if anything in this environment actually shows up. And I think they also redid like the ore generation as well. So this might be like almost devoid of adamantite as well. So this could be like the world's worst Zone 4. But I still want to see for my own eyes. And this little dock entrance looks interesting. Oh no. Okay, black piranha. There's no way that's good for me. Yeah, that thing looked like it was chasing me. Should I jump in? Yeah, they all want to eat me. No way am I jumping in. I mean, it is kind of interesting. It's got a bunch of purple decorations, a bunch of like poisonous mushrooms everywhere, all of those purple crystals. So like, if you need void crystals, this is where you go. But I'm super curious. Like, I don't feel like there's any good place to set down the teleporter. And I also haven't seen a single enemy in here. So I feel like that might have been skipped over as well. I mean, aside from the black piranhas, but do those count? All right, now I know that... Ooh, we already hit a hole. I know that these little Zone 4s have some like prehistoric environments underneath them. So I really want to see what's down here. I really hope there's some dinosaurs. Oh, we found some green. Okay. And a glowing flower down there too. Okay, yeah, this is what we're looking for. Land of the Lost, everybody. I don't know how I do this to myself, but every time I find something cool, I'm out of torches. Oh man, okay. This is a really slick environment. I love to see it. And I want to know what kind of... It's just oak. Okay. The coolest oak trees I've seen. Giant mushrooms. Maybe I'll keep the glowing... Man, that would have been cool. Keep the glowing mushroom on your hotbar so that way you can see at least. There it goes. Our torch to light the way, everybody. We're resourceful. Unfortunately, it looks like the terrain is changing back into like the crucible type magma. A whole bunch of just volcanic stone. Is that a temple? And there are holes all over the ground. Oh my gosh. Finally, back to the grass. This is so much safer. And those trees. Oh my gosh, those trees. Look at those trees. There's a hut? There's just a little hut down here? I mean, this lamp might be better than my shitty glowing mushroom. And we're off on a new adventure with a bamboo lamp. Looking at these beautiful trees. Oh, and another little set of civilization down here. Definitely gonna look at the trees first. Especially since I got to know. Oh my gosh, it's glowing pink crystals. That's a crazy amount. All right, it looks like we're all about bamboo down here. But like, why? I haven't seen a single like piece of bamboo grow. Except maybe through this floor, I guess. Yeah, that looks like it might have been bamboo. Man, this is a very interesting place on the absolute corner of the Crucible. Super, super dangerous for whoever decided to build here. They must have been an absolute idiot. Oh no. Oh crap. Things are starting to spawn. I probably shouldn't be here. Discovered a goblin though. And a whole bunch of those toads. Dude, that's insane. Okay, one hitter quitter. He's out of here. Wait a minute. Is that a... Okay, good. Thank gosh. I thought that was like one of the monsters. The big like golem guys. At least these guys are too stupid because like they're running away. They don't know where my arrows are coming from. Yep. Worth it. Let's go ahead and pick up our medium hide, I think. Big stupid things. I would love to know what those little eye guys are too, because they're not for anything. Why? Why was there... Did you hear me? No. Okay. Semi full health. We're bobbing in lava. You have wood on your hotbar. Switch over, use it, climb it. Didn't use it. Okay. We're out of here. We're burning. We're out of here. That was the closest I've been to losing everything I have in the game. Woo. Well, it's time, everybody. We need to get the heck on out of here and remove the stolen evidence while we're at it. Well, we have a teleporter in Zone 4. Air quotes for sure, because that's kind of a lame Zone 4. But I do love that it's underground with all of those pink crystals. We might have to take those later. But now we have a teleporter that needs to be in Zone 3. And this looks like maybe the perfect place to do it. And it even has the perfect back room for us to be able to slap this down into. There it goes. And zone number 3 acquired. Walking up on this fortress here, it looks like there's a bunch of dudes on our butt. But let's go ahead and see if we can't get rid of some of these guys. And oh, these guys seem a little bit stronger than like Zone 4 dudes. What is going on here? Okay. Okay, took out one of them, but we're in dire need of running. Crap, I'm running out of stamina. Oh, and they're still shooting at me. My goodness. Got Attila the Hun back here. My God, dude, get off of me. You're still coming. Oh my God. Get out of here, man. Get out of here. Oh, I think I just have to deal with this dude. His tracking is endless. Jeez, that dude was gonna follow me home. Look at how far away we are. But you know, when it comes to caving in Zone 3, it's mildly peaceful. There's like level 1 mobs down here. You don't really have to worry about it all that much. Very wide open areas too. And honestly, it's all like blue, so you can see it a little bit farther. It's actually really nice. And whenever you do finally find some ore, it's glowing like a giant light bulb for you. See, like right there? But I really don't want to spend too much time caving down there. I want to get just enough cobalt so that way we're able to use that for an upgrade or maybe like a workbench or something. But we'll come back to Zone 3 real soon. And after what feels like the third mining trip of today's episode, we are finally able to say full thorium armor. And let's go ahead and see what this bad boy looks like. Oh yeah, that looks just nice. I'm loving it. The shield could be green too, but I don't want to downgrade just for the fact of this little presentation here. We actually found that bad boy in a chest, and it's one of the very few reasons why I'm so glad we went to Zone 3. But the exploration is never really finished because we didn't get the official Zone 4 experience. Ooh, that's beautiful. Man, I know if I try to swim down anywhere close to that stuff, I'm gonna die, but man, oh man, do I want to. Wait, I'm gonna die already. I'm gonna die anyway. Oh, gosh. I didn't even realize how far deep down I got. Okay. Deep breath. Moving on to Zone 4. The real Zone 4. And I'm probably gonna steal all those coral when I come back too. We've got the Grim Reaper down here right next to his skeleton horse. And I feel like we're gonna need... No? Okay. This guy isn't actually that strong. I don't understand why Zone 3 mobs are stronger than Zone 4 mobs, but they're gonna need to get that one figured out. Because this guy, if he stops blocking me, looks like a pushover. All right, buddy, come on. Thank you. What in God's name? Oh my God, a skeletal cow? I want to keep it. I don't know, that thing looks terrifying, but also like cartoonishly cute. All right, bye, buddy. I wonder if it drops the exact same thing as a cow. It's just, yeah, it's just an angry cow. Oh God, no. Oh God, no. That is not what I need. That is not what I need. Please tell me it's not chasing me. Please tell me it's not chasing me. Oh, stamina. You. Oh, thank gosh. Thank God. Oh man, that guy looks scary. Okay, first off, take out the add-on. Always take out the add-on when you're trying to fight a boss because he can usually use them against you in a way for like healing or a super power-up. Just in case you ever play an MMO in the future. But let's get this guy out of here with our absolute terrible aim. Come on now. All right. Hopefully we can just take this dude out without even having to touch him. He's slow. He's real slow. Oh yeah, this guy's done for. Crap. I wish that one would have stayed. It's like he just got in our aggro range. He did his blood magic and then he died. And we got Grimoire Rekindle Embers? Okay. Wonder what the heck that does. But really, this is why we're here, everybody. We need to get the final level of ore progression available to us, and at the very least, plop down a teleporter to get the heck out of here whenever we need. But it's time to get out of here, and we did a pretty decent job with all of the silver and adamantine ore. About 50 apiece, and I feel like this teleporter will look great in the top of this abandoned house. But you know, before we head on out of here, go ahead and take a look at this Zone 4 map that looks way bigger than that last little island close to our base. It's close to Zone 3 as well, but going around on this shore, it looks like a giant area for the volcanic place. There's at least 3 different volcanoes, and we got a lot to explore. And I can't wait to dig down and find those dinosaurs. So, unfortunately, we're gonna have to start calling it there, everybody. This episode's getting way longer than I was thinking, and we've done all of the exploring this episode. We pretty much saved it up for this one. We've got a decent start to a, Fennec Fox base out in Desert Zone number 2. And we're gonna make this place look a little bit snazzier. So I can't wait to show you guys that when we come back next episode. But we got a lot done today, everybody. We have ore for days in essentially every single one of the areas we have access to. And we upgraded at least one of every single bench that can be upgraded today. And I do actually have a secret build that I'm waiting to show you guys back at home, but we'll have to get to that next time. Thanks so much for watching, everybody, and I hope you guys have a great day.